Alright, got this all cleaned up now. Put these washers where they belong here. Alright. These are supposed to be new bushings in here, but there ain't no bushing with all that wear on the top of it. That's worn heavily. These are all worn. Maybe this is a new one, who knows. Alright, so this is our number 4. Spins freely. Seems loose. Now you push down and go up and down. If there's any clearance, it's loose. Hear it? That's loose. Way loose that way. Going this way, not that way. So we're not doing a clearance like this in the bushing, we're just sliding side to side. So that means the diameter of the bushing itself is pretty loose. So that thing's really loose. And number 3. Floating all over the place. Very light clearance I can feel, but it's definitely loose as hell, you can tell. So, number 1. A little bit. And number 4. It's going this way. Not as much in that way, but a lot. Angle like this is real loose. That's where the gear goes, where the load is. So all these bushings are pretty loose. So this was not rebuilt. I thought you said it was, but it is not. Or if you thought it was, it isn't. Definitely got a lot of crap everywhere in here. There's all these peen marks in here. You know what the hell that's all about. What the hell? The washer's supposed to be flat, not curved. Oh, that's the bearing race. Oh, that's the cage. Jeez. It's supposed to be a flat thrust washer right here to keep from eating on the snap ring. That's the cage you're looking at right there. That's where the rollers are at, each little roller. The roller's actually overhanging. So he's probably got the washer on the other side and shoves the whole bearing out this way, so that's wrong. Put together wrong. So the rollers themselves are trying to come out of the cage, and it'll catch on the snap ring. Eventually it might rip the snap ring off, who knows. You never know because it's sitting there. Looks like the rollers are above the snap ring, so yeah, it probably worked like that for a long time, but it's obviously not correct. Okay, I'm going to go ahead and, I blew this gear off, got all the crap off of it. I can't check the fit of this because I don't know what it is, but I'm going to go ahead and put in the number 2 cam right here. Let's see if we get any kind of clearances in here. Let's see. I'll go ahead and time it so we get the same tooth. Where's the other mark at? There we go. So in the same spot, see? I'm leaving out the shims and everything. I just want to see if it's drag on that gear. It's hard to believe there is as much looseness and everything. Shouldn't have any issues at all. So there's no oil on anything, everything's dry. Okay, let's see what our bolt lengths are here. Those three are all the same. That one's the next length up. These are probably all the same. See, these are all the same. This is our oddball one. Usually goes right there. It probably goes up top here. Yep, goes there. These are all the same. Some of these are short because this one always needs a longer one over here. This usually takes a shorter one. It's way too long. These are our three short ones. So this one's way, way long. Shorter over there. And this one needs to be a lot longer, but it isn't. Alright, wonderful. These early motors have 2 dowel pins, so the cover is held where it needs to be. Late motors or don't. They only have 1 dowel, and it comes off all the gears and everything dowels the rest of the cover, so it's kind of a floating dimension, which makes it really hard to fit bushings, because it's not a standard location for anything. The screw didn't want to go, so I stopped, unscrewed about 1/8 of a turn, went pop, went into correct thread, it went right in. If you just started jamming it in there real tight like that, it would just cross thread all the way in. My arm's all burnt from welding last night. It's like having a really, really bad sunburn. I was not wearing UV protection when I was welding. Seems about equal drag. Definitely looser there than it was the other spot. More drag there. Loose there, you can hear it. Loose there. Sort of a little drag, but not too bad. Alright, so overall it's okay. Gets a little tight in a few spots there, a little more drag, but overall it's pretty good. I'm going to go ahead and put everything together because it seems like probably just all that crap they had in there. It's probably what the problem is this whole time. Okay, that's our short one. Plus I don't have all the shimming in there either, which might make a difference too, but usually shimmy doesn't really make that big of a difference on drags, unless it's tight. The location of a flat gear The straight cut gear, wherever it goes side to side, shouldn't really matter all that much unless there's a nick in it someplace, which I didn't see anything when I blew them off. Doesn't mean they're not there. Just I didn't notice it. Hey, dumbass. Pull all the screws next time. Makes a big difference. Oh, look at that. Comes off a lot better when you have all the screws. Okay. Three. This is number one. Look at all the teeth. See a little nick here and there on a shaft, but it's sticking up real high. Take all the shims, put them on here. Motor stand's attacking me. Number three is our other cam. Teeth look all really good. Barely broken in. We've got all these teeth here. They're nice and smooth and ground surface. You can see them all. The lobe barely has any wear on it. Shafts barely have any wear on them. They're a good set of cams. Of course, I knew that because I sold them to them, but oh well. At least I didn't get damaged in shipment. All right. Go down here and line everything all up. Take only one shim on this one. Skip the tooth. Stupid crank. Okay. All our marks are lined up. All the shims are in there. Gasket's still here because I didn't take it off. So it should all go back the same way. Hopefully. Time to put everything together. All right. These aren't full tight, but they're tight. Okay. Still gets tight. Right there. Same spot. Okay, so you can figure out what the hell, which one it is. Two has drag on it. One I can't move. One's pretty tight. So 1 and 2 are tight. So they might be tight on each other, maybe. Definitely right there is tight. Okay. So we can't turn number 1 without 2 being in there. So it's kind of hard to check things. It doesn't really have any clearance that I can really feel. Very minimal clearance, so it shimmed way close. There's a small amount of a clunk there when you go over. Clunk. Click would be loose, clunk means drag. Definitely got issues. Besides the bushings all being loose. Same one I forgot last time. The number 4 cam has got a lot of implant. I think I could put another shim on that one. All the other ones are really tight, real close. So if we leave it together like this, camera down lower looks easier for me. See, I'm trying to move it. See how it's not moving? These two are tied to each other, see? These two are tight to each other. You hear the tooth dragging? They're loose over there, see? A little bit tight. See how the teeth are tight to each other. Those are tight. These teeth are not happy with each other. So these have to be lapped in to make them work better. So it's not a pinion gear to a cam gear, it's the 2 cams here are tight, the other 2 are loose. So these 2 here just don't like each other. So you have to lap them in to make them happy with each other. Meantime, we have a Timken bearing over there full of goo that has barely any clearance to it. And then that pinion bearing is put in wrong, so who knows what else is going on there. So these cases need to come apart. So that'll make the customer happy that we're taking all the way down for him. It's a nice fresh motor. So we aim to please around here. Oh, that is tight. Definitely tight. Looks a lot better now. Take this, I'm going to put on here, I wonder if it's tight. Still. Oh yeah. So now put them together. So just leave that plate out there, it'll be fine. Okay? If it works. So you'll look for any nicks on here, anything that's causing issues. And it looks good though. Just a color code issue. See no color on this one. I guess that used to be a color over there. This one here I just saw a little bit of white residue right here. Yeah, right there's a little bit of white. This one might be red or orange or some other color. Either way, they don't like each other. Put it again, let it run in. That's how everybody does it, right? It'll break in. Or to break, whichever comes first. Alright, either way, these bushings are all pretty loose. Now I want to see how loose this pinion bushing is. So just put it here at an angle. It's like everything else. Pretty loose. So the whatever bushing was replaced is loose, and whatever wasn't replaced is worn out, so we're good. See how this works a lot better now that I clean all the crap out? See, now it's not binding. It still binds if you push sideways, we'll see. Quick you get it there square. Alright, so we're on that. Alright, be back.